that is the greatest combination
fast
of
running.
Milers Club and Box Hill. Put them together, PBs.
The home of.
I certainly am not surprised.
B race getting 1 in 8.16.
Nikolai
Can't wait for the
Georgievic,
A race.
Charlie Rogers on the podium is a lock. I think I reckon you must have called that.
Was that
That's
as
about.
they came down the straight?
Well, I don't know. That's about 10 comments deep. So
Wow.
tell us, Nikolai, at what point in the race did you call that? Please comment.
Bloody would be up there if he had pink shorts.
Agree with that one. Good call. Ben Lodbrok.
Someone
Pink
just
shorts next race.
Jason Clayton.
This
Nothing
race,
else.
this race will define science. I think it's defy science.
No, define. This is the defining moment of science. Galileo, eat your heart out, mate.
Here we go. Nikolai reckons he called Charlie Rogers 2 laps to go.
I still don't. He was in the top 3 at that point, though.
Yeah.
Just by the way, Abbey Caldwell
Lining up
the
again.
A3K after winning the A800.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not? We've got a great field here of 21.
There's a bit of cash up for grabs again.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just find those numbers from our research assistants. And our research assistants have this information now. And the research assistants have told us that under 9 minutes, that'd be hot. Under 9 minutes, $500. Under or between 9 and 9:10, $250, and between 9:10 and 9:20, $125. That could be a sniff.
Yeah.
Between 9:10 and 9:20.
Oh, that's a massive sniff.
The record at Vic Milers by Lyndon Hall, 8:51.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty big field for an A race. 21 athletes.
Fair few athletes here at. I was about to say we need to get it done by 10 o'clock tonight, but I'm not sure if that's the rule or not.
Nah.
450 athletes on the track means big fields.
Not at Box Hill.
And they're running about 2 or 3 lanes wide. And they're pretty thickly bunched.
Yeah, they all want to be towards the front by the looks of it.
And Clara Dest leading the field round. Is that Neve?
Tab.
You admitted that you couldn't speak French earlier.
No way is that.
Yeah, that's Neve in Irish.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh.
An Irish lesson for you. So we
No,
speak
I
some
need
speak some French
I need
and
them. Tab it.
speak some Irish as well.
Just
Yes,
use her
Neve.
last name.
No, you can use her first name with confidence. I know it for
I'm
a fact.
Just scared. Okay. You know what? 100%. Neve Tabbit.
Yeah, it's Neve. Next time you read that name in an Irish book,
I'm going to feel like
you'll
a
know.
flex. Yeah. I'm going to flex on everyone.
Anyway, having a good race so far and going step for step with Clara Dess up the head of the field as they go through that. First lap was about 79 seconds, so around that 10-minute pace or a bit under 10 minutes.
9:53.5 to be exact.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
52.5,
forgot we had our
sorry,
running
52.5.
maps
That is
specialist in the
bizarre.
house
That is bizarre.
who's been calculating that for the last 20 seconds.
Get ready, Isaac. Your moment's coming. That's impressive. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm not impressed. I am impressed because I can't do that.
Nicolette
Lesberg on the outside.
Lesberg and Rachel McGuinness as well. A few other of the ladies
Sarah
up.
Klein? Is that?
Sarah Klein is up there, sitting just on the outside, just in lane 2 there.
We've still got athletes wide in lane 2. That's a long... You're going to run a K in lane 2.
I'd be shaking my head at that, but I think I spent about 3 laps of my race there in lane 2 as well, trying to
I don't
jostle
think
for
you spent
position.
that long. You were out there. Not
Yeah,
that long.
I was out there. This is, forget about the times for a second. This is going to be a good old-fashioned race.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be an absolute kick.
As Sarah Klein makes her way up on the shoulder of Dess and probably, not quite passing her. Oh, yeah, she's passing her. Yeah, she is.
She's,
Stop trying to predict things. You always get them wrong.
Yeah. Sarah Klein, no stranger to the front. Great distance runner, Sarah Klein. So she's happy to lead these girls out. Interested to see Abbey Caldwell. So she's just tucked herself right on the rail, all out of danger. Obviously just wants to try and conserve as much energy as she can after winning the women's, just winning it. Not even just participating, winning the women's A800. She's going to let Sarah Klein do her thing at the moment. So away she goes. And it's Sophie Coughlin of Sandringham maybe moving around wide again. Steph Condagonis on the inside of her. So these girls are they're just jostling for a spot at this point. 2 clear. Everybody else still scrapping it out.
It's kind of what you want, but kind of not. You don't.
Yeah.
You want lots of people to run around, make it feel easy, but when there's change of positions and a bit of jostling and people running too wide, it can get a bit frustrating. Yeah, when you're trying to chase the time, but
look at
that's racing.
Strides going on the inside of the track.
Look at all the bugs in front of the lights on the stream as well.
Yeah.
Bit buggy out at Box Hill.
Everybody loves Box Hill, even the bugs. Can't blame him. So Klein leading him out.
Des, Lesberg.
And there's Caldwell.
Emma Hogan as well, the athlete from Glen Huntley, sitting in 4th position.
Klein looking really smooth out in front.
Has that longer distance experience and that strength. It really shows through. Time trialling a 3K shouldn't be any problem for her.
Yeah, she should be able to handle that pretty well.
Abbey
Emma
Caldwell
Hogan now.
Hogan, but how, I don't know. Keep your eye on Caldwell and see what she's going to do in the closing laps.
That's what I'm thinking. It really seems like that she's conserving that energy incredibly well, just tucked in beautifully on the inside. But now this pack's starting to bunch again. Steph Condagonis on the back of it too. So I would even consider that this third pack well and truly not out of it either. Just need someone to bridge that gap, but somebody's starting to step it up in that second pack. I can't quite see who is at the front of the second pack. I know that is Emma Hogan on the back of her from Glen Huntley. Here comes Abbey Caldwell. Gets herself a little bit of space.
I think it's still Lesberg.
Okay,
Nicolette Lesberg.
Okay. So Lesberg going to do the work to try and get it back to Klein and Des. But Abbey Caldwell looking really smooth. Just got herself out of there. Didn't want to get too boxed in. And done a really good job of keeping herself clear. But Klein, Des, Lesberg, Hogan, Caldwell. Great names on the track. And I reckon this second pack's going to catch up over the next 600 metres. They're going to start to put their foot down and realise that you don't want this elastic band to stretch too much. Just gets checked there. Steph Condagonis. Caldwell looking really smooth, really smooth. Just goes around and brings Hogan with her.
Eleanor Benson from Melbourne Uni right in there as well in the mix.
Yeah, and on the inside, is that Sandringham? A Sandringham athlete on the inside of them.
Yeah, Sophie Coughlin.
Coughlin, that's it. Sophie Coughlin. I think we've had an unfortunate injury here as well. A Doncaster athlete. He's going to try and
it doesn't
finish
look
it off.
doesn't
I
look
think
too
she may have
healthy.
been spiked. So she was grabbing at her leg there. But look at this. Abbey Caldwell has just glided her way to Klein and Des. Hogan behind her there. Then a little bit of a gap back to the rest of the girls.
Bit of a post-800 tempo for Caldwell.
Yeah, looking a little bit that way. They're through 2K now.
Going to show off the 800 speed towards the end of the race, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, you wonder what the directions are from Gavin Burren. Whether it's just sit around and then blow it out of the water or just do what you got to do. So whatever it is right now, Des is going to try and put a stop to it. So she's going to go around Klein and maybe try and make Abbey Caldwell work a little bit harder. Hogan behind there. Tucked in beautifully as well. Right behind them is Benson. Right back is Sophie Coughlin. Condagonis not far away. But Des now going to try and make a race of this. So
3 laps to go.
Caldwell, Des leading it. And it's Eleanor Benson who's going to go around Hogan now and try and make a little bit of something. Sophie Coughlin may go with her, but this is a really strong mood from Eleanor Benson. So she's going to try and get her way onto the back of Caldwell. It's going to take a little bit of work, but she is moving. So Des leading it out right now. 600 metres to go. Klein, Caldwell, Benson, Hogan, Coughlin. So a really, really good group over this last 550 metres. Let's see how these three out in front go. So I think it's going to be a kicker's race, and you would think Abbey Caldwell's going to have the best kick of the three, but you just never know at Victorian Milers Club, because I'm loving the look of Benson coming in fourth place. So I think it's going to be Abbey Caldwell who might try and put her foot down here, but Klein and Des, give them the respect that they deserve. They are trying to hold off what could be a fast finishing Abbey Caldwell. Gets on the shoulder now, and at 8:30 on the clock.
Well-timed race as well. Probably treated it more like a bit of a flush of the legs at first after the 800 earlier in the evening, but she's timed it to perfection and worked her way through the field. Let's see if she still has a bit of freshness in the legs in last, well,
I think she does.
last lap.
She's starting to just glide away from them. This is an absolute exhibition of an evening for Abbey Caldwell. As we said earlier, unfortunately just missed the selection for the Olympic Games this year, and she's really making a statement in her first night on the track. So Abbey Caldwell just, I don't even know if there's a word for what she's doing right now. I would say gliding, but she's just doing it even easier than that. So 150 metres to go. Opens the legs up, I reckon. Gavin Burns just said, hey, go have fun for the last 150, and that's what she's doing. So Abbey Caldwell rounds the bend here, looking absolutely sensational. She is going to fly under that 10-minute mark, but there's an absolute race going on back here. So it's Abbey Caldwell who's going to take it out. Des in second, and who's this flying around for third there? That's a sensational run. Is that Sudholes? I think it is.
Yeah.
Sudholes going to go a 9:44. Klein with a 9:46. Really well done by Eleanor Benson as well. And that is Emma Hogan, followed closely by Sophie Coughlin. And just on the outside of that is McGuinness. Condagonis going to come through. The rest of our women's field. Really, really good race there, but Abbey Caldwell just made it an absolute meal of her own towards the end there. Bridget Humphrey through now.
I actually love
Neve.
it when Neve
Tabbitt. I'm not sure whether our Doncaster athlete kept going. I think she may have stepped off.